It's odd, but there's a beauty to this place. Maybe because it's a place in Galawain's tusks I've never been.
Much as I want to study the life forms around us, we shouldn't tarry.
We need to keep moving if we're gonna catch Kostya. Kostya left them behind to die. Blessed Korba.
That'll show him.
Voices silenced.
Kostya isn't going to wait around for us. Keep moving. Take your time. One slip and you're dead. Watch yourselves.
Night, when will the sun rise?
Kostya doesn't care who dies. That Korba must be stopped.
Vasan Sude!
Kostya knew about this, he'd be selling tickets. We too.
Soul of my soul. How did you find me here? I have been here for so long. No one came looking. Andrew, you are blessed, my fellow Barkronan said. But I did not come here to meet Sabadal. I am hiding from them. I remember it all. I feel Sabadal's mind beneath yours, swimming in the deep. You should run. That was the name they gave themselves. Stolen from the ancient souls, whose deaths gave rise to them, to us. We were little more than appendages to them. That is why I must ask you to destroy them. You have seen them, as I have. Memories of their ancient, chosen children. Rips in the fabric between the here and the beyond that allow the dreams of the dead to leak through. Memories of the Akida. People like you, or I, who loved Sabadal and were betrayed by them. This land was once a jungle, rich, alive. I saw it through their eyes. The people tried to look after themselves, to rely less on Sabadal. But to be relied upon was all their god desired. They felled a tree, and for that slight, Sabadal turned their world to ash, ignited the breath in their lungs, and made their people into dust. Sabadal burned the world, and the people who revered them suffered for it. So that I would be confronted every day with what our God had done. So that I would not grow weak and give in. So that I would not go to them and do what they have asked of you. So that I would never set them free. No. Their final death came later. A gift to the Akida from the true gods, who wished to bring their children back to them. Back to her. The rightful queen, Wodica. She is the center of everything. Anything that lives can be made dead. Even a soul comprised of 1,000,000 souls can be compelled to rot. The true gods have waited centuries to help us. You, my sister, who are more brave than I, go now to the garden and hang the gardener from their tree. You need only walk a little more. You are nearly at the end. You know, I always meant to die down here. To siphon my soul into a lonely pillar, disconnected from the stone that makes our world. Disconnected from them. I only hope that Sabadal releases you to the same long peace. I do not know my end. In that I find a peace beyond any even the true gods can dream of. Carved and warded by my own rough hands. It knew me. It will know you. Because the same thorn tears at us both. Do not thank me. Only do as I asked. Destroy them, sister. And when you see Wodica, tell her I said hello.
Strange. Phantasmal focus picked up something, but it's gone now.
Envoy, you alright? We lost you there for a bit, but not like before. Kostya's already proven himself an enemy of Solace. Whatever you choose to do with him after we stop him is fine with me.
Is
sluice gates are just ahead. Kostya's probably already there. Let's move. Lava's rising. We have to stop this now.
Good, you're here. Help me destroy this witch. We can't risk someone turning and opening the gates. If the keep falls so that we might live, so be it. I figured you might have. Bloodthirsty. And so you brought it back here? It was not present in it. So long our people were... I will not wa...
He has a point. But
You...
I'm talking about not destroying our ancestral home just because you don't like Nadja. You're just as blinded by those traditions as Mihala. Have the courage to leave if you want. But don't force everyone else to.
Ha! Finally! Proof she's got a spine! Well, now's your chance. Or will you let me... Then my conviction... Oh, he... Do not speak his name to me, as if it could mean...
A life for rubble. Blood for the prison of old ways.
Stand down, Kostya. This just isn't your day.
So be it. I owe...
Here we go.
Masan Sude!
That was a close one.
It's done. Solus is safe. Thank the gods. Never thought I'd be so glad to see those blessed walls.
Closer. We have waited so long.
quick as a buck!
About the lack of ingredients again.
I've never been happier. Keep standing tall.
We're alive! We're alive!
Yes,
I still can't believe
What
that
happened to
sucker
Darren?
sub
Is everyone
really Kostya would go that far.
I even considered supporting them.
I always knew Kostya was scum. But this is
Thank you.
even for him. He should find
Maybe. Here. This belongs to one who is. I wish so. Marius.
Right. Did she just ask? Good. Let's save the hugs. Okay. Let's.
I'm so glad you're safe and that
All right. Waiting for the butt.
there's no. But wait, I am genuinely happy. You always deserved more than the world gave you.
No. You've always given me more than I deserved.
It was a true thing.
Anything to report? Excellent work. Vengeance for the fallen. Thank you. This means more to me than you know. You did it? Can't believe someone took them on. May they have better fortune. Be safe out there.
I think we're at the end, y'all.
I feel crazy saying this, but Kostya was right. We should have let Solace keep fall.
Crazy is one word for it. You really think you can just burn down someone's ancestral home?
Dearie, the keep isn't a home. It's a prison. And now the Pargrunen will never escape.
Solace is my home. I still don't get why any of you feel like you have a say in this.
But you left.
Because I chose to. Kostya doesn't get to make that decision for everybody.
If Kostya doesn't, Mihala will.
Exactly.
The Pargrunen...
If anything, I imagine... You're right.
True.
And that's not all. Not to spoil the moment with good news, but I doubt the rest of the island has been quiet while we've been looking for... Things have only gotten more tense since Fior, and the Steel Garrote probably hasn't been doing it.
Especially when they're led by a woman who doesn't seem... Not to mention, after we take care of the Envoy's little god problem, we'll still have an empire bearing... We should be so
Can't say I'm too... I grew up learning...
I hear.
Am I the...
We have to...
Can you imagine? I have a... Sapada...
I wouldn't be...
Sanity won't get us. Before we go any... You told the Inquisitor that you intend to free Sapadal. Set them loose upon the world. Is that still the plan? You're not the only one. Sapadal is responsible for the spiritual health of the living, no matter what the Inquisitor said. I don't believe there's a right or wrong choice. Putting an end to Sapadal. Remember, we're stepping into a realm that is both physical and spiritual in nature. There's no telling how long we'll be gone. For all we know.
Not a chance. Marius?
I told you I'd be with you till the end. What about you, Giada?
You're not going into the garden without me. Yatsli, if you feel like running back to Quilichi...
And tell Quilichi that I missed out on the...
And you don't have to.
I plan on wandering the garden whether I'm traveling with you or not. I have to find out what the big deal is.
Agreed. I'm not waiting in camp while the rest of you have all the fun. Hope to see you out there, Marius.
Well, let's go then.
Envoy, you're probably here to see how I'm doing. Well, I just never thought I'd get a chance to stop it. Right. If you get it, buddy. Right. Pleasant dreams.
Did someone teach you to fight? Or is every Roatayan born with a sword?
So, for so... You may be right. And now, do you? That wasn't weird. And only one. My parent, you and anything. Who could rest at a time like this?
Good.
When you find Sapadal, I hope you tell him how much I'm a man. Besides, in Sapadal. Exactly. Sitting? I don't, but... While we're tracking down your god, things are heating. The Steel Garrote leveled few, even if Animancers aren't the most. And yeah, I know that's on the Steel Garrote, but not when Heelguard banned the practice in Parody. Oh, you helped Ludwig destroy Nakuku Bell. And while most people don't give a tarnished skate for godless ruins, they'll see that as a powerful demonstration of siege weaponry. And then there's Solace. You might have saved the keep, but no one's going to talk about the disaster that didn't happen. They're going to talk about why Mount Forja erupted after all this time. I don't think anyone else is going to. Fairly or not, a lot of blame's gonna... And if I had to guess, I don't think Heelguard's been helping matters while you've been out here. If and when we get out, and you'll have to choose a side. That's the part I don't envy. I admire your principles, but don't underestimate... Look, I've been there. I fought for Rauatai's interest in the dead and lost my stomach for it eventually. That's how... But I will tell you now. I never could have fought my own brothers and sisters. I hope that's not what it comes down to. But I'll understand. I don't mean to burden you. It's late, and you've still got a god to face. Just know that whatever you choose, I'll fight. Anytime. Good night, Envoy.
I'm starting to suspect that every single leader in the Living Lands is incompetent. Truly. Is there no... Hopefully those in Solace Keep will choose their leaders with more... But we should check on Marius. Lovely. I do not envy the Pargrunen in any case. Meeting that council? Well, Fjord has already been burned to the ground. Barrett's balls. What a night. We're losing focus on the important thing. Oh, come on, Envoy, let's get... How can I help, darling? I'm starting to suspect that every single Truly. Hopefully, though... But... Well, of course, I'm not suggesting it's always a fix for issues. But those poor Pargrunen are clearly prisoners of their traditions. I think getting rid of the keep could have helped more than they realized. I do not envy the Pargrunen in any case. Meeting that council gave me a new appreciation. Well, Barrett's... Oh, come on. How can I help? Sweet dreams, Envoy.
Envoy? Blacked out at that. Right. I actually believe you. This is madness, Envoy. You spoke to the founder of Solace. Well, that's... People in Solace always claim they're speaking the word of Nandru. And here you are, actually hearing from the man. Doesn't even really matter what he said, if you ask me. There are hundreds of Pargrunen who'd give anything to hear Nandru's voice. Blessed stay impressive is what that is. Envoy, what do you need? Until next time.
I must admit, I had my doubts. You could have helped Kostya destroy the keep. Thank you for that. Even if Solace isn't going anywhere, I think you're right. Wherever you go, you break people out of their habits. You banish the old ways. Or perhaps you don't give yourself enough. Wherever that power comes from, whether it's your heritage or political status, it's a terrible, but at least you keep things interesting. Anything in particular? Well, that depends. I know a few spooky stories about the Living Lands. They may...
Okay, but if something goes bump in the night, I'm waking you up.
Let me think of a good one. There are so many, I can't decide. Which do you want to hear first? I know one about a ranger's dream, one about a haunted well, and one about a golden city. One sunny day, a ranger took a nap in the woods of Emerald Stair. He awoke to a forest of dead trees, the night sky full of unfamiliar stars. After getting his bearings, he walked in the direction of Fior Messivernal, but the settlement was gone. In its place was the most beautiful garden, hills bursting with flowers, the grass as soft as Valiant silk. Enchanted by this vision, he bent to pick a rose, but its thorn cut like a knife, severing 3 fingers. Then, a voice filled his head, shouting, "Go now, before the land takes you, body and soul." He awoke in his own bed, a wilted rose clutched in his 2-fingered hand. Of course. Which one did you have in mind? Many years ago, when Fior Messivernal was barely a dot on the map, an animancer got lost in the wilderness. He came upon a pair of ancient trees, their trunks and branches intertwined. A strange light shone in the space between the trees, and beyond that light, a city of gold. So the animancer returned with an axe to chop the trees apart and fit his body through the narrow gap. But with every blow of his axe, the towers of the golden city fell. The walls crumbled, the lights flickered out. By the time he made it through, there was nothing left. Only the bones of a once mighty civilization. As for the 2 trees, they were dead, hacked to splinters, leaving him no path back the way he came. The end of one story, and perhaps the beginning of another. It's very strange. I can't remember who told me that story, and no one claims to have heard it before. Of course. Which one did you have in mind? Once upon a time, a young girl left town to fetch water from the local well. After pulling up the rope, she discovered the head of a Delimgan, one of the tree folk, staring at her from the bucket. "Return me to my grove," it said, "and I will grant you 3 wishes." Stump. First, she wished for long life. The head granted her wish. Second, she wished to be impervious to a sword blade. Granted. And finally, she wished to know what happens after we die. No one ever saw her again. All they found was an Adra pillar in the middle of a clearing, next to an old stump. I heard it as a child. took me years before I would fetch water again. Very perceptive. What do you think it is? I have my own opinion, but I'm curious about yours. That is true of many places, not just the living lands. These stories might not shine any light on the garden, but they could inform the way we think about it. First, the garden is beyond all mortal understanding. If you think you're safe here, you're not. And second, when you walk into the unknown, make sure to bring a friend. Indeed. I couldn't have made it this far on my own. Hey, you're a good listener. Not everyone has the patience to hold their questions to the end. Alas, that is all I can tell you about the garden. For now, at least. You too. Looks like a dead end. Oh, I stand corrected.
Guards. This is the place.
That's it. The heart of the garden. Sapadal's cage. Got eyes on something?
That it?
Don't see a Does anyone want to share a scary story?
No.
Gods no.
Why not? We've got everything we need. Crackling campfire. Let me get... What did he say? Oh. I take it that... I should have seen this coming. Never listen to the dead. They're cynical, full of regret, and thankfully you're still alive. What happened to Nandru was no one is close, which means you... That's perfectly valid. Gods are terrified. For what it's worth, I think you're going to be fine. No matter... I wish I could say this. You too.
Envoy, I've lost... And you... I... This play, I suppose. And they... let's get there. Don't mind if I do.
What do you... Not before I've done some reading.
A breath held. Trepidation. Your soul is small. The acid, we feel the pressure. We wonder. We did not foresee this. An equal trade, we accept. A question, like the ocean. What is wanting? What is what? We would run, roll with the tide, sink our fingers into new earth. Whisper in the fields, lift the hills gently in our hands, disturb the dirt, but spare the blooms, shake the roots slowly. Vengeance denied, squandered. This cannot be. We spoke of flowers. We speak of freedom when the hand still clasps around our throat. Wait now. Find...
I see the disciple has found her way into the cell.
No. We know this voice, this presence, sneering at her.
I culled your rot from this land before. I will do it again. And is. You carve lands into petty fiefdoms, but we are the gods of all. We rarely speak directly to mortals.
Out! Her voice pierces our skin.
Look at this place. A quagmire of your parasite's worst instincts. Can you even begin to grasp the forces that you tamper with? Apparently, I must. Do you think you're special? Do you believe you can hold dominion over chaos when even the collective fury of the real gods could only confine the sniv... You couldn't possibly believe.
It is true. She twists the knife. The sea.
In time, the gods felt the wretched powers seeping through this land. Its madness would consume us all. Chaos is a blight. A pity that it's... The poor godless, worshipping. We could not excise the rot. You dare claim the domain?
Why does our prison not
Listen to its tantrum. And Adir is the only thing holding back the... The answer is obvious to those with the courage to accept it. You are here now. There's still time to succeed where Ludwig failed. Face your false god and end its reign of terror. Very well. But I will not stand by and watch. You should have thought more. Let this...
I have nothing to say. That was insane.
That's it. From now on, I pray to no god.
I think I sprained my shoulder.
Sarcophagus key. What?
Thing move. It's time to study it before it kills us.
You won't get speed up.
What is that? I know that place, right? Well, that was...
Not bad, envoy. Here they come. Under mine.
It's ahead! Masan Sude!
If anything moves, I'm going to jump straight up and start running.
Masan Sude! It's ahead!
On your left.
Charge it up. Just a little spark. A little power goes a long way. recognize this. It belongs to Tama.
This room. It looks just like Tama's. Tama. No.
I dealt with this. What?
Before we visited his... I can't focus on it. I'm not sure. I know it's him, but I don't recognize him as the Tama I knew. It's like he keeps changing in front of me. That's the problem. I used to... It was I see everything. All his everything from... He's almost... I'm not. All this time. But now that I see him, it's like he's free. You're right. It's like you said. For the longest, now I see. Better than I could. But you made some tough... So whatever comes... Now let's go find... When we reach... I suspect you're... Let's end this.
Get me.
Vasan Sude!
That's all.
Just a little spot. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Or am I going mad? What is the meaning of this? It can't be real. I hate it. Why am I cursed? They have a sick. Whoever is.
Godlike of Sapadal, long have we awaited you.
Finally, you've come home.
How is this not the strangest thing that has happened today?
Oh my gods. They're alive? How?
Giada Castel, welcome.
Wait, you know me? How do you know me?
For centuries, our whispers filled the silence. Then we heard your mother's call.
My mother? You heard her?
She reached out to us, using the tool you now carry.
But that would have been years ago. The first time she used the phantasmal focus. The only time she used it.
We heard, and Sapadal answered, saying in a great voice, "We are here. You have found us."
But when Sapadal speaks, the living lands trembles. The voice of a god can be a terrible thing. Indeed, Sapadal learned to whisper.
What exactly happened to my parents? Tell me, please. I need to know.
Sapadal wanted to be heard, and in so doing, twisted your family in body and soul, broke them into a more suitable shape.
Sapadal does not know the limits of their strength. Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made? Do you have any idea what my life has been since your little mistake?
After the incident, your parents were like us, and we took pity, so we helped them move on, as they wanted.
In the end, they thought only of you, their pride, and their love.
That's it. That's really it. The answer I've been searching for all these years. Sapadal destroyed my family. I don't hold you responsible. I don't even know if I hold Sapadal responsible. Your god has the intelligence of a scatterbrained goat. But that isn't their fault. It's simply how they came into being.
We are companions, toys, diversions. Sapadal fashioned us out of dreams and memories.
I can't believe it never occurred to me. They're animats. Ancient vessels held together with duty and loyalty. Their design is unusual. Organic, much like the garden itself. Sapadal's work. All this time, your god has been making imaginary friends. Drawing pictures on the walls of their cell. It's almost too sad to imagine. I know they are. My mother and father would not have wanted this. A good animancer embraces death. And they were the best. One final question, spirits. What is this? Why are you trying to ruin my life again? Is this your way of haunting me? What is it you want?
Well, that was 4 questions, but sure.
We want to apologize on Sapadal's behalf, and for the part we played in your sorrow.
They want to apologize. I came to the garden for answers, not to offer forgiveness. Shit. Sapadal has been trapped here for millennia. Alone. When they heard the voice of a stranger, how can I hold that against you?
Thank you, Giada.
The time has come for you to find your patron. May the living lands receive you with open arms. Farewell.
Goodbye. We need to talk about this, but not here.
Right. Farther we get from this place, the better. Before you ask, yes, I'm all right. This place would be peaceful if it wasn't so dangerous.
I should have brought my sketchbook.
Take him down! Around!
You won't get through. Quick as a bolt.
We'll get them next time.
Sansude!
Well, that was fun.
This is the library from my dreams. This looks like the Akita building this place. Clearly they wanted their story preserved, no matter the cost. Garlowain's gonads. Envoy? I never told you this, but I've dreamed of this place. This is it's one, and that's the chair. You do know what it means to lose all your teeth in your dreams, right? Finally! There it smells. That took 10 years off my life. Wait. Oh, though...
It's like, look...
It has been quite some time. Of course. No.
Few can bet.
Oh, darling, you know how I...
That's what...
I am... So, we were... The attack? The Magful. Yes, we... Yes. They tried to... No. For some... But they didn't. Between the scream... That's the screech... Once it was... So... Poison... You're not helping. Yardsley, you know someone... I'm already... Oh, think about it, Yardsley. You have been training to be the new protector of this collection. I couldn't have... But, Yardsley, the stories of the... Just add... this is all too much. What do you think, Envoy? I'm already I'm so glad... Our time... Wait! Oh! Unfortunately, you must keep Yardsley. So this is goodbye. Choose well, Yard. She's gone. Forgive... Much as I want to look around, we need to find your god fast.
Little power goes a long Absolutely not. Just a little spark. Power goes a long way. Charging it. Power goes a long way.
Let's take a moment here.
There's always a weird sort of quiet on the eve of battle. Seems like a good...
Right.
Though it's...
Sounds like you're...
I'm feeling...
I feel...
Let's take this in for just... when we... But then, and then, it takes a special...
I didn't know much.
I remember, and when they burned my... I'll never forget.
You were my...
And now look. Quite a lot.
Not to raise this... If we may...
Justice. I thought my...
If we can't take a moment to ourselves on a floating island outside reality...
Right.
Before we...
Sleep well, my friends.
Hey, Giada. How are you?
What? Thanks for talking.
Anyway. Hey, Giada. How are you holding up after seeing those, plant people?
Oh.
Is this where your god friend sleeps? I assume we'll have to break this barrier somehow.
Zapadal's prison, I think. What else could it be? Time to shut it down forever.
Quiet, Nimdut.
Protect the envoy.
Masan Sude!
Another soul for the wheel.
I was worried for a second. Charge it up.
Just a little spark.
Couldn't have done it.
Nice job.
Careful with that thing. It has a mind of its own. I'm rooting for the skeleton.
Never had a chance.
Give me a moment. Nice strike.
Enemy to the right. Patience.
Masan Sude!
Gates down. Here we go. Well done.
We've got company.
This ahead!
Take a shot.
Speed up.
Patience.
Masan Sude!
You are so small. We questioned if you were real. Then steps. A voice. Through armies and corrupted soil, you persevered. Now, you are here. They choked our light, clipped our wings, pinned our hands. We felt only the bars, the shackles. They did not explain. We wish it could have been different. We only wanted connection. But the other gods imprisoned us, left us. But you are here now. There is little a strangler. She begs for our blood. Her wolves defile the city on the shore. The prey flees, hides. The people's cries ring in our ears. She pierces us now. Now! A spark. You can reach her. Breathe. We were everything. We could run. We mourn our past. We only seek peace now. A chance to regrow. You met death. You taught. We saw. Give us peace. We want a chance to change. We deserve that opportunity. Do you think we... Or do you have no more mercy for us than you did for the bear? The beautiful thing you killed. We asked what you would do with an animal that sickened after a fight. Do you remember what you said? More than any, treat us as you would the bear. Grant, the time has come for you to act. End our... Give us peace. Center your thoughts. Reach for us. Clear the fog. Tear down the gates. We were so blind, so lost. We brought such horrors to this place. We feel bright. We had forgotten what we will grow. We will remember you.
Chandra's depths.
It's paradise.
Are we back in Dawnshore? Already?
This is Sapadal's doing. I'm certain of it. No power in Aora could transport us so quickly, or so far. What happened to the living lands started long ago. And
are you seeing this? I don't think Paradise looked like this when we left it.
Looks like the war already started, and the giant roots are winning.
Marius, vines don't usually get that big this quickly, do they?
Based on their growth and size, I'd say we've been gone 2 or 3 weeks.
Hey, at least you didn't let 6 years...
who knows if the garden affected time?
It's like how a body fights an infection.
Look at this plate. Those are more your
Even Raingrim is here.
I think I see Elia as well.
The Blessed Wardens are here too. That conflict we've been trying so hard to prevent started without us. Nah, don't be so hard on yourself. The Steel Garrote have been itching for a fight this whole time. This would have happened with or without us.
Before we go, what happened back there with the Dream Scourge and Sapadal?
I'm not sure. That's good, right?
It's a relief that the Dream Scourge won't be a problem. Time will tell.
After all this time...
We've cured the land, and we've even freed a caged god.
Kin and God entwine. The flower shades the soil in which it grows.
We should take a look. See if we can get ahead of whatever storm is brewing down there.
People seem to be gathering west of here. Whatever's happening, let's be a part of it.
Sansa. How did you make...
They marched in with no warning. Envoy, what does the Garrote think they're doing? What's the point? I took my notes. They didn't.
Right now?
If you're looking...
How many?
I'm not sure. I saw Sapiento. You always...
We should move.
Envoy, wait! I took some supplies when I...
Why is there snow here?
That's gotta be Ringgrim's work. I heard she made it snow in Shatterscarp.
Keep moving, Envoy. The sooner...
We meet again on Parad... It's remarkable how hard you mortals fight for causes that'll be forgotten. Still... Perhaps. Most... Wise and I am it. Unfortunately, you'll likely be dead. Goodbye. And yacht.
What happens in Dawnshore shall ripple across the living lands.
Envoy? Mihala told us you went into some place called the Guard.
When you didn't return, we took you for...
What did you see there?
It's too preposterous to believe. How could a plague...
Everyone, please, please. We could... It's been weeks, Envoy. Finally, a ray of sun.
I will not grovel at the Envoy's feet for solving a plague I am not convinced was real.
Consider yourself blessed to be so ignorant, then. Thirdborn lost more good people than wardens with wits.
You know nothing of me or my people, you fucking pirate!
Warden Commander, look around you. Is this really the time?
We believe the Dream Scourge was a malady of the soul. How did you put an end to it, Envoy?
Sapadal was responsible for the Dream Scourge. The raid.
So you say. But Shatterscarp is still littered with dream thralls, and Temerity is still pacing her room, muttering in the dark.
There won't be any new infections. We've put a... Unfortunately, there's little we can do for those already in the... This will be a process. The Dream Scourge will...
I suppose it stands. What of this god, then? Ludwine had intimated that this land grew a new god.
Giada and I have some theories about the nature of the Adra in the living...
I'd say we're past the...
If the Adra here is a closed system, like a terrarium for our souls, then a gradual accumulation of essence could coalesce.
Much like the formation of gemstones. All it takes is...
Wodka no doubt saw Sapadal as a threat to her authority. So, she killed the Godless, and in...
I assume it is this god we have to thank for the roots. They erupted from the...
Nakutet.
Similar roots had infected the structures at Naku Kubel. If they and the and the gods thought it best to...
Alas,
It was
Keeping what?
Well, but come. Inquisitor Ludwig has already joined the battle.
You did. I kicked her corpse when you weren't looking.
Well, she's seen better days. But...
Ludwig.
All right. Oh, cheer up. So long as...
Then we destroy her. I have a theory.
Oh, good.
It is not, Well, you might not believe me. It was Ludwig who...
I didn't hear...
She and her...
Because a victory here would be the better question?
Excuse me? She's a 7-foot-tall skeleton.
Sure. Just blame the dead.
Who else should I...
You could start.
Ludwig's the
What good are you...
The Inquisitor... One people... I've answered your questions. Ludwig has... What will his representatives find? Before you fate... But whatever you Well, don't... Oh, gods.
Solus and her warden stand...
You can count on third, but...
Fjord...
We deserve this
Fighting a
Good.
Finally, some...
On your head be the That leaves the matter of Ludwig. You must...
The living lands will never be free.
She better say...
I'm proud to fight.
Let's get to work.
The Paradise Militia will be at your back.
Thank you for the...
Show them...
We will send... May all...
Let's take...
So we're...
Do it!
Marius, look alive!
Send them to the wheel.
Nicely done! Another soul for the wheel!
Is someone there?
Give me a second.
Here they come.
Patience, and almost ready.
That's right.
Couldn't have done it better.
Good
That's
fight.
done? Who's hungry? Let's finish this. Never had a chance.
On your left.
Don't worry about the eastern gate. I'll protect your back.
I'll teach you!
Damn it.
Easy. We always said we'd go out, go on. Finish what we started. We were never going to go quietly, were we?
I'm with you. Get them.
Nicely done.
I have found you.
Arms up!
Enemy to the right.
convoy over here. What you nearly... What... Yeah, I can't... Wait, survive. Do you want us to take all...
That's why I adore Liviana. For a peacemonger, she can be very authoritative.
Yeah! Never had a chance.
Let's go.
On board. We hope you're all
I can take care of the plaza on my
For our freedom!
Mordecai demands your submission. Stand against her and fall.
Get ready. Skeleton lady's up ahead. This is it, Envoy. The only part that matters.
There you are.
So, you survived the garden. Did you come all this way just to try your luck again? To kill me more efficiently than last time? You'll get your chance. Look around. He fair.
Her order wields sharp steel. She must set...
Gladly. Why prolong the inevitable? Farewell, Envoy.
Famous last words.
There's no coming back.
Once up. Your path. Protect the others.
We are every seed in the soil. We will always grow.
Let's take her down! Again!
Whoa, they come. Queen among queens. Send me your aid. Was it wrong? This ahead.
Monica! Help me! One that died! Ethic wasn't wrong!
Patience. I need it. Fire!
Masan Sude! Masan Sude!
Wherever Ludwig is now, she must be seething.
Of course, we'd be happy to kill her again, if needed.
She's done. But we're not. Whatever's next, we'll face it. Together.
Guys,
Finally.
you're all gonna make me sick. But carry on.
Here we go.
Unraveled at last. We no longer feel her wire against our flesh. We are free always. We are free forever.
Silence falls over Paradis, as though the city is holding its breath. Then you hear it, the ringing of a distant bell, the waving of banners, and cheers of victory. After a short and bloody conflict, the dust has finally begun to settle. You feel Sapadal close to your thoughts, stirring with interest. The god of the living lands is observing this moment, unfettered by confusion or fear. For the first time in centuries, they understand. The Paradis militia rallies to you, the outsider who defended them in their hour of need. Whatever happens next, you have won their confidence. You take a moment to reflect on the calm. Not so long ago, you arrived at these shores on a simple errand, which turned out to be anything but simple. The dream scourge is over, and the island has been cleansed of plague. A time of healing and mourning follows. People look to you for answers about the source of the affliction. You tell them the truth, how the plague came from a power beyond mortal understanding, and how it is finally at peace. Thanks to you, the Living Lands has escaped Adiran oppression. The free settlements unite under a common banner and begin the fraught process of negotiating new traditions and values. The Empire withdraws. The frontier remains wild, but not for long. Fugitives no more. The rebels of Paradis return to their home and to other free settlements, bringing their skills and secrets wherever needed. For once, they have a future. The Oracle Sargamus emerges from the Temple of Aethys, unburdened by any purpose but for the one you gave him. He sets out across the living lands in search of the sick, lost and grieving, and he gives them the comfort of fellowship where he can. When his energy flags, he recalls the compassion you extended him, and he returns to his work with renewed devotion. His new labors cannot fill the hole left by his god's passing from the world, but they give him succor during the long hours of the night. He dies alone in the Deerwood, beloved of no one, but remembered by all he knew. He does not forget you. The refugees of Emerald Stair resettle in Thirdborn, bringing their skills and research to aid the local community. What starts as an uneasy partnership blossoms into a bond of trust. Through shared adversity, they find common ground. The ashes of Fior Messiverno continue to smolder. Scavengers avoid the ruins, fearful of spirits unleashed by animancy gone awry. The once promising city is nothing but a cautionary tale. Now that Emerald Stair has emptied, you wonder if Elia still intends to claim the body you sold her. Most nights, you sleep with one eye open. Though free, Shatterscarp is still haunted by the surviving dream thralls after the destruction of Naku Kubel. The routine hunt for the remaining monsters becomes part of Thirdborn's everyday life, another chore atop a hardscrabble existence with few comforts. The youthful make a game of the hunt, retrieving artifacts from the dead to return to those they left behind. Solace Keep clings to its long-held isolation at first, but after mourning her friend Kostya, Mihala reluctantly deigns to open the doors of the fortress. Some dwarves greet newcomers with glee. Others still mutter darkly about outsiders. Mihala flounders in her earliest negotiations with the rest of the living lands, but slowly learns compromise. She develops a taste for Valian sweets. For the first time in many years, Kai feels an agreeable restlessness. Not to flee, not to drift, but to venture. He visits the distant shores Tama told him about, and savors the modern marvels, ancient wonders, and breathtaking expanses he beholds. His heart swells, not with grief, but with awe. There is so much to discover, and he will spend his years chasing all of the joy and beauty the world has to offer him. With his travels alongside the envoy complete, Marius is left directionless once again. Rather than disappearing into his cups, however, Marius leans on his time among his companions to give him the strength to re-enter society and find comfort in civilization. He establishes a route between Paradise and Thirdborn, guiding travelers between the two in return for money and supplies. And while he has a reputation for being aloof, he joins the campfires from time to time, sharing stories of his time with the envoy that most travelers believe are completely made up. Giada learned much in your time together. How to stand up to authority, how to face the unknown, and how to move on from the past. But her family's unfinished work weighs heavily on her soul. Her inheritance is the burden of achieving the impossible. Such is the life of an animancer. At least now she has the right tools for the job, and new friends to help her through hard times. No longer under the threat of imminent death, Yatsley returns to the Animancers. Reunited with her beloved Quilici, she helps him and the Animancers as they put their lives together after the attack on Fior Messiverno. Eventually, she even has something nice to say to Vidaro. As the days pass in contentment and relative peace, Yatsley is struck by the persistent feeling that something is missing. Though she still devotes herself to her studies of both the arcane and the godless, the restlessness never goes away. Freed from torment for the first time in centuries, Sapadal turns their prodigious curiosity to the people that shaped them. They observe the ways their people live, and they think deeply about what they see. Though they flinch away from moments of violence, and they grieve souls returned to them too soon, the rage that once shook cities to rubble no longer rules them. Instead, they come to you with questions. They want to understand. After a time, they begin tentatively to garden. Where they can, they improve the lives of Kith, and the suffering that troubled them is reduced, if never fully eradicated. Their grief compels them to love, and they love unreservedly, with the power of a god. Sapadal pours a fragment of their power into the statue they claimed from the temple of Aethys. Newly embodied, they roam the living lands and learn to experience the world as Kith do. Their first attempts at locomotion are clumsy, and a stand of innocent trees is violently returned to the wheel. But as their confidence grows, so does their grace. Soon, they are bounding across the plains of eastern Dawnshore, leaping the river gorge in Emerald Stair, scaling the shark's teeth of Shatterscarp, and fearlessly wading into the Tusk's acid sea. When they break, they come to you to put them back together, and in time, they learn to fix themselves. They wander far afield. You see less of them, but they are never far from your thoughts. And on the rare occasion they return, they always bring you something beautiful and strange. The sounds of celebration pull you out of reverie. Many are waiting to greet you with open arms. You take a moment to catch your breath and savor it, because everything is about to change.